Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this video where we're going to be going and maximizing a generalizable CES function subject to its budget constraint and obtain the Marshallian demands. So we're going to follow the same 4 steps that we use for every nonlinear Marshallian demand problem. So we're going to write a Lagrangian. We're going to go and take the first order conditions of our Lagrangian with respect to xi and xj. We're going to use our first order conditions to solve for this x hat term. We're then going to sub this x hat term into our budget constraint to obtain xj, which is the Marshallian demand for every good. So step 1, we're going to write our Lagrangian. So here we're going to go and just set up as follows, and from there we're going to just go and take our first order conditions. So one of the things that we're going to do to make our lives easier is that we notice that we have a term here and a term here, a term here, and a term here. And that already makes our problem a little bit more easy to go and look at first. So we're going to use our first order conditions to solve for xi hat. So we're going to go and have equation 1 and equation 2 here, which is just our first order conditions which are rearranged. And from there, we're going to go and take our second equation and divide it by our first equation. Now, what this does is that we knock off these complicated terms here as well as our multipliers. And that gives us our much more simpler expression to look at here. We're going to go and switch our left-hand side and right-hand side, meaning that one of the things that we want to go and do is that we're going to go and multiply pi and divide pj out here. And we're going to go and multiply xi and xj to the other side with their powers here. And what we end up going and getting, right, for our intermediate bundle here is this equation right here. And I know my head is going and cutting off here, but we can clearly see that we go and we have alpha j, right? This is supposed to be a bracket, right? Not an absolute term. So we have alpha j over alpha I times pi all over pj raised to the power of 1 over rho minus 1 times xj. From there, we take our xi hat, right, and we obtain our Marshallian demand here. So this is really the easiest part. We just go and we plug it in here and we just divide it out, giving us our Marshallian demand for our n good CES. A lot of people get scared of this sort of function, but as we see here, even for n many goods, we can go and follow this sort of setup and we get down to a nice simple answer. I hope this video helps. Take care.